August was turned out okay, and I appreciate you being here with me. This is your weekly tarot. This is for September 1st through the 7th, 2019. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to do 2 stories. I've been enjoying this. Hopefully you will too. So it's just 2 stories for 2 different groups of people. It could be 2 sides of the same story. I don't know, but you would know that. See how it resonates with you. So right now we're going to pull an oracle card for each side. One more shuffle. Okay. Wishing well. Rock bottom. Okay. So a couple tough energies. So the wishing well, this card talks about, when it's reversed, is resistance. In fact, both of these are talking about resistance. This is group A, group B, group 1, group 2. Resistance. So the wishing well, when it's upright, it talks about letting go and understanding that your wishes are going to come true. Your wishes are out there. You give your wishes and desires to your higher power, God, or that positive, even to the universe, okay? Now when it's reversed, that means that you don't believe in that, possibly. And possibly as soon as you give them, you say, well, I don't know how that's going to happen, so it won't happen. And so it's like a defeating thing. And I get it. People, Capricorn, you're an earth sign. And earth signs, they do struggle with thinking beyond the 3D. It's just, it is what it is. As an air sign, I'm a Gemini. But I have two signs in earth. I have like my communication and my Venus. And it took me a long time I could always feel it, but I wasn't sure if it was real, and to actually really connect. It took some really huge lessons, big lessons for me, but that's just me. Okay, for me to say, okay, I need to follow this guidance. I need to know, because you know how things have a way of working out? And you don't know, you look back and you go, how could that have happened? How did it work out when I had no idea? But it's at that time when you go, screw it. I'm just going to go for it and see what happens. That's when we release it. We try not to micromanage how anything's going to happen, because we get to the point where we go, I don't know. I give up. Give up. And you release the, you know what you need, but you release how it's going to work. Kind of like this. I got to find a job by next month because I got to pay this bill, or we're not going to have a place to stay. So you get to the point where you release that because it's so stressful that all you can do is show up and apply for the jobs. All you can do, I can't worry about anything else. I'm doing what I can. I'm going to try to put food on the table like that. Does that make sense? Okay. There you go. Now, rock bottom is about so when it's upright, you hit rock bottom and there's nowhere to go but up, right? When it's reversed, how far down do you need to go? That's a question. There is resistance here, releasing the old so you can rebuild, so you can have, if you're at the bottom, okay, sorry. How much further do you need to go before you can release it? That's what I'm asking. Is there more you can lose that you're willing to lose for the change that you're not seeing because it may happen? It's not a threat. It's just what they're saying. We're going to get more information, okay? All right, so let's talk about the wishing well reversed, about your wishes and needing to release how they're going to happen, right? It's like just putting your foot right and tripping yourself. That's, you know. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news, or the bearer of the truth, you know. Okay, so here we go. You have the King of Swords, reversed. Okay. You have the Six of Wands, reversed. You have this Seven of Swords, reversed. Nine of Pentacles, reversed. Five of Swords, reversed. The Two of Swords. So we have every card here reversed. So there's two people here. This is a feminine energy. The Nine of Pentacles reversed is somebody that may find themselves single, but they're having difficulties being independent financially, and just trouble with spending, saving money, and maybe having a place to stay. Not being able to build on your own. I'm going to say, because Capricorn, this is Earth right here, I'm going to say this is you, but this could be flipped. It could resonate all or in part, okay? Okay. That's what it looks like there. Then we have this King of Swords reversed. So, this person, I mean, could be air sign, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. This is a person, it's a masculine energy, which air is masculine anyway. But this person is really good with their words, and they can, very manipulating. I mean, they see 10 steps ahead. And an air sign can use, because I'm a Gemini, we can use our powers for bad if we're turned. And it's pretty hard. It's pretty harsh, okay? This is somebody that doesn't speak well. They may be holding back communication. When they do, it's for manipulation purposes. Somebody that could be verbally abusive. Headaches. I just am feeling this right there. Okay. So this could be the person you're dealing with, or the energy that they're embodying. Okay. So we're going to talk about this other stuff. There's no victory here, of course. And the Seven of Swords reverse says maybe you better go check and make sure your bank account hasn't been wiped out. But you may have already done that. And this is somebody that, whatever happened here, it was about winning to win the fight. It was about winning the fight. Winning. There was no, it sounds like, it feels like it was petty just to win. It was like a power struggle. Okay. There's also somebody that couldn't make a decision. This is somebody that is indecisive. And I kind of feel like, almost feel like that was you. You couldn't decide, so all this crap happened. Because the universe kind of said, well, I got this. You know what I mean? Okay. Because we're assuming that this is you, this is where we're at. Okay. And I could see why you're at the places. I don't know how anything's going to work. I don't. Yes. Yes. So. I'm not clear on exactly what you need right here, but maybe you're not either. I mean, there's hope. There needs to be hope, but how do you have hope when it's been torn apart? Now, either they couldn't decide, maybe they couldn't decide, so all this stuff happened. I don't know. It just feels like you didn't do what they wanted you to do, so they took you down. That's the way it feels. So, okay. Let me just pull some cards. Let's get a direction here. Okay. That's the Truth. That's the Ace of Swords. This is the Lovers reversed. Two of Pentacles. Reversed. Sorry. Page of Wands. Excuse me. Eight of Wands. Okay, let's start here. Okay. The no communication is really important. Let it go. I mean, maybe they're the one not communicating, but okay, let me put it this way. I see no communication, okay? I see there may be regret about not making a decision or making the wrong decision in regards to a relationship or a person, lover, because they weren't, because they were not loyal in so many ways, right? Also, of course, you're suffering financially because of the decision or indecision. Okay. So sometimes when we can't decide, the universe just steps in and goes, I got it. I know you're not happy. But it's not, it seems to be harder because it seems harsher when the universe steps in. It's like the Tower. But I see something good here. I see the truth, finally, the truth. I see a new path coming out of discovering the truth. And so any ace is like, it's a gift from the divine. It's a new beginning in truth, a new path. And so the Page of Wands is like the beginning of a new path, beginning of, okay, I know I can do, I feel like, how is it going to work out? But I know I want to move on, but I don't know how. That's what I feel that you're going through right now. Let's get this one was left. King of Wands. So, hold this up. Devil. Sun. Three of Wands. Two of Wands. All right. So there's some good stuff in here, but there's a warning. Okay, let's start here. The King of Wands doesn't wait for anybody. He knows that he's powerful. He knows it. He's actually, he's really a good king because he's passionate and he's loyal and he's like inspiring, and he's courageous and he takes risks, but he looks at them. It's just all about new adventures. And, I don't kind of like this. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm going to make my way and I'm going to have a new life and I'm going to take these lessons and I'm going to remember those. But when I get those red flags, I'm going to go, wait a minute, because I know that, see now, it may seem bleak, but it's wide open. So sorry. If you start with nothing, then it's like this rock bottom over here. It's open. You can only go up, and there's a certain amount of freedom with being at that place. I know it's hard when you think about what you lost, but maybe what you lost was necessary, so you could start over, so you wouldn't bring those burdens with you. Accept the addictions and the ego and the codependence. Okay? Warning. Don't look for somebody to latch on to. This is your shot. It's your shot. Going forward like the Queen of, be brave. Braver than you've ever been. braver than you've ever been. You know, look for, how do I say this? Be the passion that you love in others. Okay? You can be that passion because we have all the signs in every single person. It's just different degrees. By choosing your own path, making your own choice now, you can reap the rewards, but these will be yours. They won't be somebody else's that can be taken away from you, or you worry that will be taken away. You understand? And this is, the Sun card is the happiest card in the deck. Okay? This means that there is success up ahead. There is joy up ahead. There is victory up ahead. But it's about you coming back into your own power, into your own passion. Look at, wands are about passion, enterprise, and new journeys. It's completely about that, and that's what you have here. Okay. How is that going to happen? Right? Just know it's going to happen. You know, some mantras. Now that I'm free, I know this happened for a reason. Whatever makes you feel good, however you want to do that. I'm going to just go out there and see. Because you have no idea how incredible you are. And God, the universe, your higher power, your ancestors, they think it's time that you found out. And you gave yourself a chance among people, different people, okay? Friends, experiences, to find your own power, to find your own strength. That's beautiful. I'll give you 3 more cards, okay? Okay. Page of Swords is about the truth. It's about what you found out in the truth. Yeah, it did break your heart. But the broken heart has set you free. The truth has set you free. Just like they say, the truth will set you free. Now you can't deny it anymore. And you have to walk away from it because it no longer serves you. And you can't, I mean, it's like you don't have a choice. But you have the truth. And you have the passion. And you have the promise of a good, of success. This is about you now. It's about you. Not about you making someone happy. Not about them making you happy. It's your turn. It's your turn. So take the time you need to understand. Put those wishes out there. And if you can catch yourself when you start saying, well, that's not going to happen, say, that anything can happen. Miracles happen every day. Anything's possible. And I don't have to micromanage it. If you say it enough, you might start to believe it. If good things happen to other people, why can't they happen for you? Gotta leave the burdens behind. Walk away from them. Just like people have walked away from you. Walk away from the burdens. Walk away from the broken heart. Walk away from the pain. And walk towards the things that you deserve. Walk towards your heart's desires. Walk towards your soul, yourself, your life's purpose. Okay? All right, let's do group 2 now. We got rock bottom, resisting our rock bottom here, okay? All right, so we have 2 of Cups reversed. We have Knight of Swords. I'm sorry, I'll let you see them better. Okay. We have the 3 of Cups. 4 of Wands. King of Cups. Reversed. Strength reversed. We'll do 1 more. 7 of Cups. Okay. Actually, this is a 10 also, which is the end of the cycle that you're in. It's trying to end. Okay? So, I'm going to look at everything. So, I have the Two of Cups reversed, and so this is a soulmate card. Reverse, it can be infidelity or maybe not the best choice in love. I have the King of Cups, which could be somebody that has addiction problems. It could be somebody that's emotionally or physically abusive. Because this is somebody, when the King of Cups is reversed because he's so powerful, he has really powerful emotions. And he can lash out because his emotions are imbalanced. So when he gets angry, it's not in check, okay? So, so I'm going to say that this is the other person for you, Capricorn. So it could be, the roles could be flipped. It could resonate all or in part, of course. Okay. So I also have something here about partying, like this celebration. And I have something about this wedding or an engagement. But then I also have something about here about too many choices, or maybe you not being able to make a decision. So maybe, and then I have something else here about somebody coming in with the truth. This is the sword. This is the Knight of Swords coming in with the truth. You know, and I don't know if somebody came in and said they didn't have the strength to go through with this. And that's, and I'm not sure if that was a King of Cups, but possibly. It could have, you know, could be a Leo too, but sometimes these are the energies. It could be any sign, you know. So, okay. Maybe at some kind of celebration, a family reunion. I have to bring this in too, so I'm getting the information. So, could have been at a celebration, a reunion, a wedding, a quinceañera. There was too much drinking, or something happened. Somebody slept, and something about options. Something about options. Like, and that it hit you like a ton of bricks, right? You're upside down. And if this totally ended, well, I'm not seeing that it ended. You don't know where you're at. You don't know whether to end it. Gotcha, because it's still right side up. Okay, all right. That could be your options. It could be their options. You realize they have options, but then you're like, what are my options? All right, let's get some more information. We'll pull a few of these, and we can do some other decks, too, to get more confirmation. But we'll start here. Temperance. This is about balance. It's also about healing. It's also about spiritual guidance. Six of Cups reversed. This is maybe something that happened in the past. It's happening again. And it's negative. So it could be. This is a warning. Temperance is a warning that things need to get back under control, or something's going to happen. Five of Cups. This is, oh my gosh, I don't want to do this again. I thought we were past this. This is beyond regret. This is regret. This is like, I don't want to do this anymore. I thought I want to learn from this, right? Right? You're here again, right? I'm sorry. Okay. This is you, the Queen of Pentacles. I know my worth. I know my worth. Why am I putting up with this? Why am I still here? Why did I think it was going to be different? And on and on and on, right? Okay. Page of Cups. No apologies. No communication, right? This is, you thought you could work with this person, but, you realize that they can't. It's like they get bored. They get bored, and it's not the most exciting life when you're building a life with somebody, but it's what you decide to do, because if you want a long-term life with somebody, it has its ups and downs, right? And you're saying, I'd build with this person. But they're not being fair, and they're also spending time with other people. Or money. Maybe they're not paying their share either. Okay. Yeah, well, that would feel like rock bottom, but why am I here again? Are you resisting the change? I mean, you're here, but I don't see you deciding anything. You're being given this information for a reason. Is this where you want to be? Why do you think you're here? Do you think this is some kind of lesson? Need to choose a direction, huh? Chariot. 7 of Wands. No, you can't fight other people's battles, no. There's no way to fight through this. There is no way. I think that's what you're realizing, right? But this is the Hermit. This is when you sit and you introspect. Okay, all this information. That's the processing of the information. And really integrating it and seeing it for what it is, right? There's not going to be a traditional relationship here. It's not. It hasn't been. What we call tradition, It's also not listening to your spiritual guidance again. Okay, it's not following it. You probably knew. You probably knew. No, that couldn't be. He said he wouldn't do that again. This is the Chariot. Are you going to go in that direction that you're being asked to go in? To start moving forward now instead of backwards? Or round and round? Because if you move forward, there's a promise of new things for you. There's a promise of abundance for you. It's the beginning, but it's the promise. It's the Ace of Pentacles. King of Pentacles reverse. So, Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. This felt like a soulmate, right? And maybe it is. But maybe this person came to knock you to your rock bottom. And this is a soul contract. This is different than every day. This is, hey, we live forever. This is a lesson. The most painful lessons teach us the most. This person has a high level, how do I say that? Could be a narcissist, but more than that, could be a high level kind of con man, Might have had ulterior motives for wanting to get in a relationship for you if you have a lot of abundance. Soulmate doesn't mean it can work out. It means they're the ones that are going to trigger you the most. Sometimes they can make it work out. Not if you're willing to enable them. It just doesn't happen like that. Ten of Swords is trying to get past the pain. You have to end this cycle. See? You're resisting the cycle. 2 tens reverse. This is pain. This is deception. This is literally being stabbed in the back and resisting it, or healing from it. One of the two. But because of this, I think we're still resisting, okay? Alright, we got that. How can I help you move forward, okay? What is it that I can help you that maybe you're asking right now? Okay, 4 of Pentacles, 4 of Cups. 8 of Pentacles. Nine of Wands. We'll do one more. Ace of Wands. Beautiful. All right. So, it is a time of protection. Do what you need to protect yourself, your assets, all of that. Okay? Maybe you already have. Okay. Now you understand what was right before your nose that you couldn't see. Well, some of that is, you should know this, that they're ancestral patterns, history patterns, familiar family patterns. I have it in my family. I had a rude awakening too. That the things I had been overlooking, I'm not willing to overlook anymore. Because no, they wouldn't do that. This person is different, even though all of this stuff on the outside. And the vibes and the dreams, right? Yeah. That's spirit trying to say, whoa, 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 hey, hey, hey. Here's the truth, here's the truth, here's the truth. So, Eight of Pentacles. This is mastery over your environment. Mastery, it could be mastery over a job, but here, this is mastery over here and here. Your person, who you are, your relationship with yourself and others. Mastery over what you know is true. And knowing a player when you see them. Knight of Wands reversed. Knowing a player when you see it now. Remember this. It's going to save you so much heartache. Because, just a moment here. Yeah, here's your promise of a new start. If you head in the right direction, that you need to know, because you are the Queen of Pentacles. And here's the gift. Here's the gift: a new enterprise, new life, new relationships, new jobs, new business, new entrepreneurship. There you go. Are you ready to step into your power? Because that's what you're being asked to. Leave this old family patterns, your own patterns, old codependency, baloney behind. And embrace your freedom and move that chariot forward. Okay? My thoughts are with you. Take care.